Good evening. Today is the 29th of March and it's about 7:30 p.m. right now. I just got some really nice products today and yeah, want to kind of document it down. We've been seeing a lot of price shifts for Ascended Heroes and for 151, for Prismatic, and all that stuff. So I kind of saw a listing today in Singapore, and it was for Ascended Heroes ETB, and the guy was selling it for 150 Singapore dollars. And I've actually been hunting for it for the past few days, trying to get myself, something that is reasonably priced. Um, but then actually the prices went up like 20, $30 over the past 2, 3 days. I'm not too sure why. It just suddenly went up. And 151 as well suddenly went up. So I thought, you know what? Since it's going up, might as well buy it in. And it's actually a good product. So I think I'll be holding it for the long term. And yeah, I got myself the ETB. I paid 150 Singapore dollars for this. I got two actually. And I asked the guy for the receipt as well. And it's pretty interesting. Ascended Heroes actually came out in, I think, 30th Jan this year. So it's been about 2 months. 2 months, MSRP probably about $80. I'm not too sure about the Aussie prices. Haven't been looking at it too much, but yeah. So I got him to pass me the receipt. It says here, thing. Not too sure if you guys can see. Yeah, essentially, Ascended Heroes 89.99 from Toys R Us, and he got it. Apparently, he got it yesterday, and so it's kind of a very very fast flip for him. He got like about $60 from it, but yeah, you know what? I don't really mind paying a little bit more. Seeing that ETBs, especially holiday sets, do go up quite a bit. Looking at Ascended Heroes, the Pokemon Center ETBs as well. Holy crap! People are actually selling them for $500 here. In Australia, people are paying like nearly $700-800 there. Pretty insane. But yeah, back to the normal ETBs. Buying pressure has been very very high. I've been looking at listings, 130s, and cases where they are selling it for like 1.5k Singapore dollars. They are pretty much being eaten up very, very quickly. Like the minute you post, it's gone. It's crazy. The buying pressure is really, really crazy. And yeah, I was just gonna document it. If you guys want to buy in, I think this product is nice. I think definitely get yourself at least one to just hold for the long term if you like. I'm definitely going to hold these two for the long term. I actually thought, he posted it up and said that they're 150 each because there was a tear on one of them. And I looked at it and I was like, there's no issues with them. They're pretty minty. They're pretty nice besides, being a little bit dusty. But you know what? It's pretty okay. Yeah, so I kind of got myself those two. But then when I look back, after I bought that, I looked at all the other listings and damn, even at $170, they're being snapped up. The $170 for Ascended Heroes is just a 2 months old set. It's being snapped up. That is pretty insane. And then when I look back at the older sets, there are people selling Lost Origins ETBs at $300. And those are how many years old, man? Like 4 years? 4 years old? 3 years old? I think. When I started in Pokemon, Lost Origins just came out. So 2022. So 4 years. About 4 years old. So damn. And Ascended Heroes is already nearly going to outperform. I would say, if given the same kind of time frame, it would likely outperform Lost Origins, which is kind of weird. Um, I wanted to build my position in the older sets as well. I would likely be looking into getting that done in the near future. Hopefully, it doesn't go up too high. Okay, and then when I looked at another listing, I was like, Chilling Rain ETBs, the art set. Holy crap. $368, 368 Singapore dollars for two ETBs. And that's like essentially 180 each for one ETB. And it's how many years old already? Holy crap, it's even older than Lost Origins. And Ascended Heroes is already at that point where it's at that level, that same price. And I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go. Maybe it's just the hype right now, so everybody's kind of buying in, and prices are being jacked up. But even if prices go down, I don't think they will be going down that much. If you look at Prismatic Evolutions, and it's been reprinted so many times, and ETBs don't even go down, and it's so expensive now. ETBs are maybe like, I think 200 plus, if I remember correctly. Um, yeah, I don't see any listings right now, but yeah, if I remember correctly, from what I saw today, it's about 200 ish. And yeah, modern ETBs are doing better than the older ones, which is kind of weird. But I get the appeal. I get the appeal because of the hype and all that stuff. So yeah, I got my Ascended Heroes. I'm definitely going to build position in the older ones if, let's say, prices of the modern ones are going to go higher than the older ones. I would put my money in the older ones then. Um, but that would require a lot of hard work from myself to kind of boost the business higher and higher. Um, Thank you to all who have ordered in. I'm actually going to be shipping all your products over to Australia because apparently my luggage can't fit all of them. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna ship all of them there. But this is just gonna be just a short video of myself documenting my thoughts after showering. Ascended Heroes, pretty good ones to get. The tins, damn, the tins are also doing quite good. People are selling the poster collection. So whatever Ascended Heroes things that is at a good price range that you can buy in, I would say just get it. Yeah. It's a holiday set with the Mega Dragonite. Is it a Mega? Yeah, I guess so. Dragonite with with what is that? With wings on a ear. It's kind of weird, but yeah, it looks pretty okay. But just thinking about it, it is a good set to get. The other sets to get right now would likely be, as of today, um, I think 151 is still pretty good. It is still pretty good. I've been seeing people sell booster bundles for 240, 250 SGD, and it has been snapped up as well. In Australia, there are people selling it at 250, 260 Aussie, and yeah, things are going as well. If you look into the Japanese ones, there's people selling it for 500, 450 for the booster boxes. And then when you think back, when I think back, I was selling, when it was at its peak, I was selling it for 270 or $300, and people were thinking it was expensive. Yeah. So it just kind of goes to show that if you can hold it, just hold your products, man. Yeah. I've been speaking to my friend, who is pretty new. I would say, yeah, pretty new to getting into Pokemon and stuff. And he felt he's in like the similar spot as I was in, when I first started. It was a lot of thinking you have to flip it fast to get the money, and then you can buy more, and then you flip and then buy more. And I guess if you're doing a business, that is how you're gonna go. Um, yeah, I think that's the best way to kind of go about it as a business. But if, let's say, you're just being a collector, trying to enjoy the hobby, um, and yeah, just holding on to things, it would be the best way to go about it. I found that when I think back about, the time where I first started, I kept trying to flip things, and there was a lot of pressure. I guess there was a lot of stress as well, trying to, can I flip it for this much? A few dollars more, a few dollars more. Then people negotiating and all that stuff, doing singles and taking condition reports and yeah, all that kind of stuff. Like it was so stressful. I mean, sealed as well. Can you actually ask for more and all that stuff to get more money to buy more and rip? And as you would know, if you rip stuff, you're bound to kind of lose out 90% of the time. Yeah, you never really you never really earn any money from ripping, unless you're a streamer or something. Yeah, and that's why I said like if you're gonna be flipping, do it as a business. Yeah, and then you can claim expenses and all that stuff. But if you're gonna be holding it and you're gonna be just like, enjoying it as a hobby, then buying the things that you like and holding on to it, and then just displaying it in your houses will be the best way to go about this. And I mean, as he's new to the hobby, he didn't want to listen to me, so he's gonna be buying and flipping, and in Singapore it flips really really fast. Everybody flips really really fast. It's insane how the market is so different from Australia. Like even though things go fast in Australia, it's not this fast. Like over here, once a post is up, maybe 2 3 minutes later, it's gone. And if it is a good price, of course. There's so many things here. Oh my god. I would likely want to explore bringing more things to Australia, and buying from Singapore. But I mean, the currency exchange is not the best. And most of the time, I'm losing out as well. Most of the time in Singapore, is more expensive as well. But I'm gonna think about bringing Pokemon Center boxes over, and maybe some things that you can't get in Australia, like cases and stuff of ETBs. They're harder to get. Things like Ascended Heroes ETBs that normally are hard to find in Kmart and stuff. Of course, if I buy it and then bring it over there will definitely be an upcharge. So I'm running it as a business, not a charity. So definitely, definitely an upcharge because I'm buying it for more expensive here. And then I have to ship it over or bring it over and buy my own air ticket and all that stuff. So do expect that. But yeah, I do definitely want to explore getting into more English things. As most of you guys would have requested English stuff. Japanese stuff definitely. They are still going up. Like prices this week for Mega Dream, holy crap, it spiked up like $20 $30. Like it's insane. And then the currency went down as well. So Aussie to Japan, yen to Aussie. Yeah, the currency went to pretty bad. Not the worst, but yeah, it went down. So prices did get jacked up, and I think it is still a good buy, even though it is at about 130 Aussie. Looking at V-Star Universe right now, it's also another holiday set, which was pretty damn strong. I would say I would even argue it's one of the strongest holiday sets. My favorite, I guess. Yeah, my favorite holiday set. It's selling for about 250 Aussie or Sing. Yeah, one of those. Yeah. And it has been how many years with that already? It is a really, really good set. Mega Dream as well is actually a pretty good set. So I would say definitely still chance to a good opportunity to buy in. There will be people who will want Mega Dream in the future, considering how Ascended Heroes is actually doing. So yeah, don't wait too long. Even if prices are pretty high at this moment, if you zoom out a little bit more, you look into the future, I think you'll find that the prices are pretty reasonable, and you still have a decent bit of upside. Your downside isn't that much. Downside probably for Mega Dream is another $20 $30, I guess. And they just reprinted it, so they just reprinted and prices went up. Yeah, I would say definitely still something that you can look into to buy. Same with all the other sets. Ninja Spinner as well, gonna be reprinted. Actually, just reprinted. Prices still went up. It's about $125 right now. I think I am selling. Yeah, yeah. When it first started, it was 120, 123, then dropped to 120. Now 125. Still hovering around the range. Not too much of an increase. But yeah, looking at the older sets, I've been monitoring things like Scarlet Violet, Clayburst, all that stuff. Even like Shiny Treasure. Holy crap, that box went up so much, man. And the lowest I remember it being like about $70 or something, because people didn't like the Zard. So how insane is that? It's went up so much already. So definitely holiday sets are something to get. But yeah, I'm not gonna rant anymore. It's been 15 minutes. So just wanted to lock my Ascended Heroes in, buying it at about $60 more than MSRP. um, sure. I mean, it's still a good buy in the long term, I believe. All right, I'm gonna do another video maybe soon. I have one lined up for Riftbound. It's just a little rip booster box rip video. So yeah, I might just post it up after this one. Oh yeah, have a good night, guys. See you guys.